Hello, my darlings. It's lovely to see you again. I hope you all had a beautiful, beautiful Jubilee celebration, long bank holiday weekend. And we were so blessed with the weather, weren't we? It was absolutely gorgeous. And I've done all my therapy chalet up for the summer. So my lovely LED silver birch trees are all full of flowers and magical stuff for all of my hundreds of kids who I just love. Anyway, it's been bliss to step off that whole exam treadmill and just breathe and just be. It's been gorgeous. However, we're back on it today, aren't we? So I thought I would share with you some lovely, easy neck massage that you can either do on a friends and family basis, or if you're a therapist or other professional, please weave it into your therapies and your sessions that you do with people, or you can actually do it for yourself. The neck is fantastic because this is amazing. It connects mind to body, thought to feeling. It also is the beginning of that vagus nerve, that telephone wire that connects the first brain to the second brain on the gut-brain axis, that keeps checking in with us all the time without us even realizing on how we are, whether we need to be in fight or flight or rest and relax. And we want to be resting and relaxing. We want to give that stress a good bashing, and we want to be relaxed and serene as we go through our exams, full of focus, positivity, clear thinking, with our memories working and the grey matter around our fear centres shrinking. That's what we want. So here's a few little tips. Obviously, the only contraindication to this is if you have recently had or have cancer, because you don't want that travelling up the lymph. So that's if very unfortunately you're going through that at the moment, avoid the neck. But it is a lovely one to do because we're bent over screens all the time, aren't we? You know, our kids are bent over these exam papers. So if you just want to give your neck a little stretch partway through an exam, nobody's going to think anything, you know. It's not like you've suddenly put on some rap and you're racing around the exam hall. It's all discreet and can be done anywhere. So here we go. I've got long hair. I should have put it up really for this, shouldn't I? So the first one is you could just, it's almost with your wrists. It's like this sort of motion, like that. And you're going all the way up your neck. And also, if you can reach with your knuckles, the pads of your knuckles, you could even do your lower back. Lower back. My God, you'd have to be a gorilla, wouldn't you? I meant your upper back. Sorry. I think I need some more caffeine. Yeah. So you just do little circles like this with the pads of your knuckles on your lower back. And then you can just do that lovely circular one up your neck. And what this does, it pushes that beautiful dopamine, that focus, motivation, concentration, all those, you know, I can cope and function. I'm on top of the world. It pushes that up your neck, but it also gives your neck a nice stretch when you need it. If you're in the middle of an exam, or if you're about to go for a job interview, or before you're about to go to bed. That's another good one to do, see? Because it helps you relax. It reduces stress, reduces anxiety, and it really helps to clear that gut-brain axis. The other one you can do is go in little circular motions with your finger pads, so not your nails, just with your finger pads, and you're going like this, all the way from the base of your skull, right down your neck, right down to that bit where the shoulders meet the bottom of the neck. It's called the lung diagnostic point in shiatsu. So you're just doing little circular motions. And again, you can do this quite easily. Just put your arms on the desk and you can do this. And it just looks like you're stretching your neck. And it's discreet and you can do it for yourself. But it just helps to get all that memory, focus, attention, all flowing again. Spruces your brain up, helps to relax you, helps you to feel in control of things. because that's horrible, that overwhelming feeling, you know, especially if you're on a question where you think, oh, blimey, and you need to think a little bit. That's a really good one to do. The other one you can do, this is a little bit more obvious, is you tip your head to one side and you just make little circles on the other side of your neck. I think you could get away with this. I really do. If you just did that, just with the pads of your fingers again, up one side of the neck. And then up the other side of the neck. I mean, I'm only moving my hair to show you. You don't actually have to move your hair. If you're in an exam, you could literally just do this. Who would think anything? It's absolutely fine. And you're pushing that dopamine up the vagus nerve and flooding your brain. You're flooding your brain with blood and oxygen, which again helps to stimulate that concentration and focus, but it also calms you down if you're beginning to feel that overwhelm, that build up, that fear. It just helps to ground you back in and help you be present and help you get through. We're made so perfectly. We're like these delicious, exquisite jigsaws. It's all there and it's at our disposal. It's amazing. I love my job. The other thing you can do is with your pads of your thumbs, you can literally push up your neck like this. That's another one you can do. That helps to push that dopamine, blood and oxygen up the vagus nerve from the gut into the brain. You can even do it with the pads of your fingers if doing it with your thumbs is hard. Just push from deep in that shoulder point, deep as you can get, and up. So reach deep into your, there's a lovely hollow bit just underneath your shoulder blade there. And it's actually, they're anxiety points. They're actually anxiety points. So if you can get there, really good. And just push up from there and up your neck. Push up from there and up your neck. And it just looks like you're stretching your neck, you know? You're not sitting there like a windmill, disturbing people. You're just stretching your neck. And why not? There's nothing wrong with that. So it's a really nice one to do. And the other one you can do is just stretch your neck on both sides. So just push up with your fingers. Stretch your neck on both sides. Really push that skin up. Tilt your head back a little bit. Lean into it. It's absolutely lovely. And just where your fingers get to the top of your neck, that's actually where the vagus nerve starts. It's the biggest nerve of the autonomic nervous system. That's where it starts. So you're really doing yourself some good. It's also the beginning of your still points, along just underneath that bottom bone of your skull, the occipital ridge. So you're also helping to lower your heart rate and blood pressure whilst boosting that relaxation, boosting that focus, boosting that concentration and that feeling that, yes, you've got this. You know, it's so powerful what our bodies can do, and in quite a discreet way. So it should really, really help you. You know, I do it when I do my public speaking. I do it if I, you know, need to go off and give a webinar or some kind of talk. I do it a lot. And I tell people that's why I'm doing it as well, because it's good to share, you know. I like to be real. I like to keep it real. Sorry, I must behave. Sorry, I'm having a wonky moment. Terrible. It's because I've got so relaxed, you see. And the last thing you can do is put your palms over your neck and your back area and just squeeze. Just squeeze it. Your upper back and your shoulders, and just squeeze up your neck. It's bliss, absolute bliss. Sometimes when I'm writing articles and I've got so much to say, I'm actually thinking, oh my God, this is like a load of spaghetti. I've got to make some sense of this because I get so excitable. This actually helps me ground myself, get my thoughts in order, and gives me clear thinking. So there we go. All of those things you can do quite discreetly. You can do them before you go to bed to help you sleep. You can do them in the morning before you go into an exam. You can do it while you're waiting in the queue to go into the exam. Or if you have a separate room, do it while they're giving out the papers. But honestly, please use these things if you can, because they work. They're free, they're discreet, and they will help you. So get that dopamine going, because that's what you need, and give that stress a good bashing, and let the clear thinking and your memory and learning just be boosted because of all this delicious dopamine. So I hope that helps, and it will be so lovely when these exams are over. Not long now, we're down to the last half, so it's really exciting. You're halfway there, everybody, and I'm thinking of you, and I wish you all the luck in the world, and I shall see you next Monday. If you think, by the way, sometimes I forget to say this, if you find this useful, if you go on to annakennedyonline.com later today, there will be an article about the neuroscience behind these techniques I've shown you, just so that you know in your mind, you can picture it working, you can see and feel why it works. So that will be on annakennedyonline.com, where I'm her charity wellbeing ambassador. And just to give a big shout out for this coming Friday, it's the Autism Hero Awards from 6 o'clock at the Chelsea Harbour Hotel in London. Oh my God, I'm already packing. I'm so excited. It's such a beautiful event, just celebrating all the amazing people who advocate, educate, who are autistic, you know, just to really bring that deep awareness and education. It's such a beautiful night, and I hope some of you can make it. It'd be lovely to see you there. And if you think what I do is okay and you'd quite like to share it with other people, or you think it would help anybody who you know, please share it. You know, as I've said a million times, I'm not interested in buying subscribers. I get emails all the time about paying money to buy subscribers. You know, there's no integrity in that for me. I want to know that the people who watch my videos really get something from it, and I'm here to share freely. I don't make anything from it. I'm always saying this. It's just the joy of sharing and knowing that perhaps I've helped even 1 or 2 people a week. That would just, seriously, that would be like me massaging my neck all day. I'd be so full of dopamine, I would actually be unbearable, and my children would need counselling. Anyway, darlings, good luck. Break a leg, rather. Or no, don't do that. You know what I mean. You're going to be all right.